All right, first up, love is serious business. While reality star Omarosa has yet to give an inch in the boardroom, she may be about to meet her match as she takes on the ultimate merger.
This is a great show.
Yeah, it is.
Donald Trump has gathered 12 bachelors from around the country, including one raised right here in Memphis, to see if he can tame the diva and get her to settle down.
Take a look.
This season on The Ultimate Merger.
Omarosa.
Mr. Trump.
My friend, you've been very good for me, and you're my pal. But you know, I'd love to have you meet some guy. Is there anybody that can tame you? I have 12 men. I want you to go out to Las Vegas, meet these guys, and you're going to decide whether or not there's somebody for you.
I hope I can find him.
Where am I looking at this?
No, you're just looking at us.
All right, Omarosa, quite the woman.
Yes, she is quite the woman. Indeed, she is. But we have quite the man for her.
That's right.
And he happens to be from right here in Memphis, believe it or not.
That is correct. Darrell Kiedo Hagen joins us this morning. Kingsbury graduate.
Kingsbury Falcons.
You can give a shout out
Go
to the
Falcons.
school.
That's it, graduated from Kingsbury in 1987.
87.
If you don't mind me saying that.
I don't mind it at all.
Living in LA, working as an actor, trying to break in. How did this call come?
Well, I broke in. I broke in.
You broke in through the door, the front door.
I broke in through
You
the front
kicked
door. I was very fortunate to actually get my start as an actor here in Memphis.
Right.
Thanks to a program with the Blue City Cultural Center. I don't know if a lot of you guys remember it, but the Natural Humanities for the Arts started a foundation to help artists grow here in Memphis.
Right.
And they were one of the first recipients of that while I was just coming out of high school. So my first audition led to a 4-year contract as a paid professional actor.
That's
And
awesome.
that doesn't happen very often.
I didn't realize that.
That doesn't happen very often at all.
You thought, oh,
This
wow.
happens every day.
Was that enough to get you your SAG card and all that? Because I know there's certain requirements.
You know what? It was. It was.
That's awesome.
But it was also the amount of work. We toured for we had 4 shows that we had to rehearse and perform for, and we had a touring component. So I was rehearsing 8 shows a season.
Wow.
Wow.
So I had to learn on the fly how to act and how to act well.
But Darrell, what's also so cool about you and what's so interesting about your story, that one person, one of many that you give credit to, is somebody who was at Kingsbury.
Yes. I always give credit to Dawn LaFawn. I talked to her and we almost always start crying because I was like, I literally say she saved my life. There was so much going on in North Memphis, you know, not to say anything bad about the community or anything, but it was a hard time. And a lot of my friends were making a lot of different choices.
Right.
And she just kept telling me, you can do something different, you can do this, she was my Latin teacher. First of all, I was taking Latin. And I was like, you're trying to get me jumped after school. You know, she's telling me I could speak Latin. And I was like, speak Latin in Roman
At that
history?
time, I'm sure you didn't understand why that would be of benefit to you
I
at
didn't.
all.
At the time, I didn't understand why it'd be a benefit, but she was so tenacious, and she was like, you know, you can accomplish a lot of things, and she really pressed me, and I credit her for just getting me to the point where the man I am today. So along with my mother and my grandmother and her. So there have been a lot of incredible women.
Well, and a
You
lot
are
of
really
hard
doing
work
That's
on
for
your
sure.
part.
You were
and
really doing your thing. It's also paved the way for you hanging out with some gigantic name people like the Donald.
The Donald. That's probably one of the most gigantic names out there as far as business and entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
And now entertainment. I mean, he's taken the world by storm. He's an incredible individual. And I felt very privileged to be a part of the show and be picked by him, and to meet him, and he's an incredible man.
So how did it all happen? Had you looked at reality TV before?
I had looked at reality TV before, and that's why I said no.
Yeah.
That's why I said no in the beginning.
You said no in the beginning.
So yeah, what happened? Set up the stage for us.
Well, I'm an actor in Los Angeles,
Right.
and I have a lot of friends, and I've been performing and doing things. I wrote a book.
Right.
So I was doing my thing in LA, and a casting director who was one of the casting directors for the show, I'm close friends with her sister, and I love her sister. Her sister is awesome. And she said, my sister's casting a show, you should give her a call. And I called her, and she's like, I'm doing a reality show and dating. And I was like, you're Judy's sister? And she was like, yeah. I was like, okay, I trust you. And so I went to the audition, and they put me on tape, and they liked my audition tape, and they asked me to come back. And when I came back, I was like, look here. I was like, I don't like reality shows.
Yeah.
I don't really watch them, and the ones I've seen, I'm not impressed by.
And you had already
but what
broken
made this one different,
so.
though?
You know, the network, I met some of the network executives and the casting people, and I was like, they are different. I mean, they were just like, we're going to do something different, unique, something that hasn't been done, and something exciting in reality television. And I was like, wow. And so I was impressed by them, the network, TV One.
So when did you find out quickly here, we got about a minute left, the centerpiece of this show?
Wow.
And who she is,
I
what she's
learned
brought to
about
the
that
table before.
on the set.
No, you're kidding. Oh my gosh.
We had no idea. We had no idea. None. I had none. And on that day I met her, I was like, oh my goodness, this is going to be an incredible time. We're going to have a good time, girl. And we did.
Now she's tenacious. Are you just as tenacious?
She is lovely, though. I mean,
is she?
She's a very attractive woman, you know. So we try to keep her out of the business side of it as much as possible.
Because she's an animal in business, right? I mean,
you do not want to mess with her in business. She knows her stuff.
So where do you like to mess with her?
You want to mess with her in the kitchen, in the living room,
Yeah.
you know, on the couch.
Did you get a chance to?
You know what?
I know we got to watch the show. I know you got to tease us here.
Show.
I know you got to tease us here.
But you know, we had some great times.
was it the right decision for you as an actor? Will it further your career? I'm sure you were a little afraid.
I was a little afraid.
What do you think?
My career is going to go regardless of anything else. I've learned a long time ago that I drive my career.
Right.
So that wasn't the decision to be on the show.
But this will get you a bigger audience.
This was about a relationship. I am alone, ladies. I am. Yeah,
So
it's like
you
you can
really
go do a
were-
movie and come back and be by yourself in a big house. It's like it's not, you know, not cool.
So was there a love connection?
There's a lot of love connections, and there's only one that will actually win.
Ooh. So
you
what
gotta
do we need to watch? What's the name of the show again?
It's Donald J. Trump presents The Ultimate Merger on TV One, and that's going to air tonight, 3 times back to back.
Get ready.
Wow.
That's it.
You have just sold it,
He
because
did.
now I got to
Darrell
see if
Kiedo
Darrell
Hagen doing his
falls in
thing,
love.
and he also happens to be from right here in Memphis, Tennessee.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Darrell,
Proud
thank you very much.
meet
Glad to have you
you.
back on, man.
All right,
I had a
good
great
to
time with both of
see
you guys.
you.
All right.
Awesome.